just over his back.
Alright, picked up the last member. More gear than we're ever going to need, I think.
How does all that fit on our backs?
This is our first go of sheep hunting. Been researching a long time to do this, and we got it down pretty good, I think. We're going to load up and get out of here. We've seen some critters, but there's our first critters on the mountain. I was excited we stopped to get our binos and stuff now. You're our guide again? Is that how that works? We picked a pretty sweet spot to park. We just got to get across this little river and we're on our way.
I think you could cross right there.
Yeah. I'm not going to film all this, but we're going to get ready and we're going to get loaded, and we want to get up on the mountain tonight yet. So we're going to make it happen. And I saved myself another couple pounds. Took 2 of the poles out of the tent that your trekking poles can be used, or you can whittle a stick even. Nearly freak rifle cover.
And vinyl harness.
Oh, and they got the new vinyl harness. Yeah.
Game changer.
That's on the Badlands 2200 pack, and I'm on the Cabela's with all kinds of stuff ready to go. I got 6.5 Savage 6.5 Creedmoor. Matt's got Browning 7mm mag. He's at the Expo, right?
Yep.
Zach's the Hell's Canyon 30-06 Browning. We're gonna get up there, make this happen. Alright, Zach, first one loaded up. What's taking you so long, man?
I don't want to go.
Already doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't.
I'll get that one.
Here we go.
It's over 60 now.
Oh yeah.
That's way over 60. How's that feel?
Not bad.
His feels lighter than yours.
Really?
Yeah.
I still gotta put the gun on, but... Okay. Hey Nathan, this trail looks totally different in the daytime.
There's another creek right here.
Are they bendy or breaky? Well, Matt's just going for it. He's got water shoes on, so he doesn't care. I hiked all week with my sandals on my backpack and never once took them off to do the river crossing, so I'm going to save a lot of weight next time. I'm not bringing those with me. I'm only going to do that 4 more times.
I want to turn my back that way.
There we go, we're almost at the end of the flats. Zach is opting to keep the pack on.
Kind of.
Well, take all the weight off, I guess, yeah. Found this nice camp spot. Matt's switching his water shoes into his real boots because we're done with water. We are in the middle of the climb. Met a couple guys who are headed out. They've been in here for the weekend. They saw a grizzly bear just across the valley from us. So we're glad we're going this way. First big climb. I definitely needed to work out harder. That was a heck of a climb, and we are wiped. No way I'm working on a tent. It's warm.
Good night.
I'm gonna have a nap. Good night. That's having some dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We're going tarp tent because we're too tired to definitely set up any actual tent. Alright, we're here, but we're going to bed. We're exhausted. I can't even hold the camera up. My arms are so tired. We'll see you in the morning. We're going to go scout for sheep after we wake up. And hopefully it stays not too cold. Okay, we survived the first night.
Keep sliding.
Zippy was on the wind side, so I think he got a little chilled, and then Matt and I were too warm. We are alive and well, and we are going to go find a sheep here in about 5 minutes, where I am, and then I'm going to come back for breakfast. There's Zach, glassing for bighorn sheep on a mountain. And there's Matt over there, doing the same. Did you ever think you'd be sitting on top of a mountain looking for sheep?
Nope.
We're back to the same spot we saw those sheep back in the summer. Check out these two valleys and see what happens. That's why sometimes the binoculars are nice for like looking over all the country wider, and then look for a dot and then grab your spotting scope to zoom in on. I can't see that. Where? Oh, Zach saw one.
Oh, I might have found another one.
Zachy here is our sheep spotter extraordinaire with that wicked vortex.
Works pretty good.
Which one is it?
It's the Diamondback 20 to 60 by 85.
Nice.
Brand new.
What do we got so far? 2 young rams, 4 lambs in use? 5 lambs in use?
Yep.
I actually saw 10 more. We just found 15 more further up the drainage. More than likely lambs in ewes, maybe a couple small rams, we're not sure, but yeah, that front one's a ram for sure, it's gotta be. This is head and everything looks so much bigger.
Straight up.
Really? These big old ewes are tricking me. We got, what was it, Zach, like almost 20 lambs and ewes, and that face there, 6 there. Oh no, those were 2 young rams and with them there, in that area where they were before, up against those cliffs right there. There's 7 or 8 more lambs and ewes.
11.
11 now.
No, 10. 10.
Is it a good thing we couldn't see in the dark last night, man?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
That's just straight. No?
I don't know how we got through some of those steps. I didn't realize like the little narrow little steps there last night. Like, well, now we can't do it.
Okay, I'll stop.
There it goes.
It's amazing what a fire can do for your like mental everything. Getting that little bit of warmth.
Oh yeah, I went and got one of those stuff from Cane Tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Alright, our fire pit will stay here for eternity. What an awesome little spot we found in the dark last night. We're gonna head up the hill, or up the ridge, and glass as much more as we can to the south. 45-ish lambs and ewes with 2 small rams is a pretty good morning, so we're gonna go try again. Breakfast felt amazing, getting something warm in your guts. Everybody's dreading putting their pack back on, I think, though. But now you know what's coming, so it's totally gonna be doable.
Well, now I know what's coming. Now it's even worse.
We found a nice open spot to glass again, and we're gonna take a break and shed layers because the sun came out. Zach's leading the way. It was really windy out on the ledge there, but we saw 3 goats and the same 40 sheep from this morning. Don't think there was anything new, but we're going up higher to get a better view of this bend that's way over to the west. Pretty sure lambs and ewes, but might be a young ram in there. I might be on like the second last climb. What did we learn? Don't put Twinkies on your pizza. We found a really cool little hole right below this big cliff behind me. Like, the top of that cliff is the peak of this mountain runs. This little hole blocking the wind perfectly. Find a couple flat spots and make a little camp, and then we can explore a little further with lighter backs. And then all the sheep we've been seeing, we can see from here still too. Zach and I have a tent. My gear's there ready to go in. And Matt, he's got his tent.
If it snowed, I might be becoming a toboggan.
Snack time, and then go up on the ridge. Put on a nice cozy hoodie, settle in on my little pad, and hang out. How many over there?
I got 17.
Zach and I were up on the hill glassing for a bit. I had almost had a nap and then got chilled. And Zach, same thing, we got chilled. The wind is whipping up there pretty good. Saw those same sheep from earlier. There's a young ram in there I got a real blurry picture of. And a bunch that up the valley that we figures all lambs and ewes, but they're too far to really tell. It's dinner time. We're gonna take it easy for the night and glass from this hill and see what pops out. There's some really nice draws, like brushy draws and cliffs that anything could pop out, so we're gonna just keep an eye on it for tonight and see what happens. It's pretty awesome. The goal was to get here and just try it, and we're doing it for sure. Still having lots of fun. That Garmin InReach is doing awesome. I've sent a few texts home just saying what we're doing, and a couple seconds they're sent. It's been perfect. There's a ram over there that is not quite, but with some sunshine on him, I bet you we get a good look at him. He might be worth a second look closer, but we'll watch him till dark tonight and look for him in the morning. Well, there's no way you can see him in here, but we finally got a ram that's a real ram. Not quite thinking he's legal, but the biggest of the day. Comes around and down to his chin anyway. Coming across that face where all the ewes were today. Hopefully coming down into here.
I lost him.
That's pretty exciting. We figured at the end of the day, like Zach was saying, once the sun goes behind the mountain, there's going to be more movement. So perfect. That's what we wanted. Watched him till he bedded out in a grass patch. We're losing light and it's getting cold, so we're going to go back to camp, have a fire, warm up, and crawl into bed real early. But what an amazing, amazing day. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, seeing a ram like that, he's probably not legal, I don't think, but he's pretty cool. But tomorrow morning we're going to make a plan. We're going to try and find him first. If the sun's shining, then maybe we'll get a better chance of seeing him better. If not, we're going to go for a little day trip. Lighter pack should be easy going. You know, a couple kilometers there and back and put a ram to bed. That's pretty exciting. See you guys in the morning.
Yeah. 2 ewes and 2 lambs. just above them. Like 2 more ewes. And to the right of them in this big grassy patch, you got like 15 ewes and lambs.
These guys are leaving me. I better get going. Rain came down pretty good, so we stopped and put our raincoats on and our pack covers, and we got lighter packs. We're just going on a day trip out from our camp we made. Check out this next couple bowls. Made our way up and found this awesome open cliff looking to east down into this other big valley. There's some open meadows and stuff down there. We thought maybe that'd be the spot for the elk, but it's much too far away now. Stop it on this sharp ridge, glass for a little while. A few new spots opened up that we couldn't see from our last spot, so we're gonna check them out.
Making a group discussion.
Yep. So if we go over there and see a sheep, that's the part that I tracked out of there.
Might be a really good spot, but
Bunch of spruce grouse. Next time I'm gonna save up and bring a pellet gun pistol. Sure fun to hunt these guys as we go.
looking straight away from us, that looks like a ram.
There's one walking down the hill right now. Right behind him is a ram. He's zooming out of view. One facing straight away from us, laying down.
That's a ewe. Oh, that really dark one is a lamb.
Oh,
We got out to this far lookout point that we wanted to get to. First thing Zach sits down and sees a sheep on the hill over there. Well, another band. Well, we got pelted by rain and snow and sleet, and so we hid behind the hill and made ourselves a nice little fire. Everybody's warmed up, having some snacks. My spirits are lifted by the fire. I better watch what I say. These guys are going to leave me behind. Sun's shining all around, and then there's just a cloud hanging over the hill above us. Clear center.
Are you watching you pretty good?
Oh yeah. Every time my hood would flap,
Yeah.
up in the wind, he'd be like,
So close.
he was right there too. He ducked the shot. It was coming right for him. Right, he ducked just over his back. Yeah.
We're headed back to our camp. We looked as much as we could down this way. That one band of lambs and ewes we saw. By the time we get there, we'll make the decision: do we scout for tonight or spot for tonight and then go in the morning, or go tonight? We're going to drop Ballad back down, go up the next ridge to the north. We're going to be then right below all the sheep we've been spotting. And that bigger ram we saw last night that we couldn't find this morning should be somewhere in there. Alright, we made it back to camp. It's raining right now. Can't see across the valley any with the rain, so we're backing up and we're going to drop down to our first camp spot for tonight. Tomorrow morning, glass those hillsides and then bomb down into the creek, resupply on water, and go up the next drainage to where those sheep are and get closer to them. Hope we get a second look at that one ram. He's the biggest we've seen yet, and we saw him at dark, so we couldn't get a real good view of him, but we know he's got more horn than anything we've seen, so that's the plan. leaving without a trace other than a dry spot. And a beautiful fire pit for next time. I don't think we're going to glass this. We're going to boogie down to camp and glass from that spot right before dark, I think. That is the end of day 2. And Zach and I are just spotting here. It's Zach's birthday. Happy birthday, Zach.
Thank you.
Zach's seeing all kinds of sheep, so we're going to glass as long as we can. Go down over to their side of the valley tomorrow. I got 2 more spots to check and then I'm going for food.
Happy birthday to you.
Wasn't chocolate.
Well, good morning. We made it through another night. Almost clear blue sky. The sunrise right behind me. It was by far the best sleep I've had yet. We found a nice spot for the tent, and I'm headed out to the glassing point for sunrise. Sun's hitting those mountains beautifully. After we kind of get an idea where they all are, we're gonna bomb down, go up there after them. Just hope and pray there's a ram on that hillside somewhere. Beautiful day to be up here. It's gonna be an awesome day. I'm really excited. Yeah, so I'm out here. It's beautiful. We got those 2 goats again. Mountain goat up there. Same ones we saw the first day. And a bunch of lambs and ewes and that 1 small ram. With the rams we've been seeing, they just come to the back of their head barely. As I sit here and I'm working on finishing off my video, I wanted to share that I have seen the error of my ways and I have purchased myself a phone scope. I thought I could hold my phone steady enough to get what we needed, but noticing now we're lacking a lot of good shots of the sheep on the mountains. Next time, phone scope it is, and we'll have a lot more footage of those sheep across the way. Snowed up on top, which is pretty cool, but no big guys yet. Still got to check further to the right, and then I'm gonna check way back to the left again, just to see. I'm gonna go check a couple more spots and then go for breakfast, and then we're gonna pack up. It is gorgeous though. I'll see if I can do a quick shot of where I'm looking. On that face there's what, 6 or 8 lambs and ewes. There's 4 lambs and ewes there. There's 2 ewes by themselves down there. And then this next finger up in those cliffs, the 2 goats. It only takes a second for a ram to pop out, so. There's a nice muley buck right there. The little forkhorn below him to the right. Something new to look at. That's pretty cool. Just keep looking over these this place looks awesome. Just keep watching and waiting. We are going to get closer and maybe peek around to the next bowl that way, because we went to the next bowl that way. We saw some more lambs and ewes and 1 small ram. So now we're going to go that other way. Alright, we're going down. I was in a mad rush, so I didn't film any of the other stuff, but took a clip on my phone. I found the big ram from the other day. I found a ram. I found a big ram. He's gonna be real close. We gotta go check him out. Holy crap. It's our one from the other night. In the daylight, he's gonna be real close. Okay, I gotta go. And our whole plan was to go down and head towards that other face, and he's on that face actually closer. So he's kind of one of those barely legal, we'll see kind of sheep. I mean, all he needs is to be legal. I don't care. I'm pretty excited. down to the first flat between the two ridges and saw our first bear sign. Big old pile of poop. Should be on the last down now for the river. Refill water. Take gear up a little bit higher into where the sheep are. Drop camp and go in light. Hope and pray that guy's still there. It was a long ways out. If we can get even a little bit closer, Zach's big vortex will tell us exactly what he is. Alright, we're down at the bottom. It's windier here than it was up top. Just taking a break, repacking some gear, drinking lots of water. We're gonna drink all our water and then fill it before we climb. Last time I never thought of that. I should have drank a bunch of water because I was dehydrated that first day and then trying to save some water. I'm half thinking of taking a bath in the river, but it's very, very cold water. We're just trying to keep tabs on Matt, making sure he doesn't just take off back to the truck. Like a horse headed for the barn, just take off. No, I think we found a pretty nice trail following the creek that we could actually get real close to that ram without having to go up and over the ridge like I'd originally thought. So we're gonna try that out here in a little bit.
Trying to eat lots just to keep my energy up. Yeah. Eating quite a bit. Trade your spits for some jerky. Sure.
So much for a nice trail. We are now bushwhacking our way up this ridge. We found a couple nice trails, but we kind of have an idea where we want to get to, so we're just making our own. I don't know what I owe you after this, making you come do this with me.
That crisp high five will not cut it anymore.
Did you ever pay me back for carrying out your muley at Roy's?
Say you did, because he's going to come up with this with it.
That was like one night, like a couple hours.
We almost slept out in the coulee.
Almost.
We just couldn't fight that blow down, steep, gross brush anymore, so we side hilled and cut elevation down, and we hit this perfect little trail right along the creek, and we gained so much, or we made up so much ground so fast. So yeah, next time follow the easy trails and then climb with an empty pack is what we're gonna do. It's one of those like I'm exhausted but excited to keep going type things.
Knowing there's a sheep there feels a lot better.
Yeah. Pretty nice spot. If there was a big flat spot nearby to put a camp, that'd be alright. Everything's pretty slopey. There's a camp. Was that second camp that ridge up there?
Yeah.
Just like that, we made a camp. We're a little ways above the river, but we're right below the tree line by a couple hundred yards or more, 500 yards. 2.5 hours till dark. We're gonna maybe see if we can run up there and see if he's still there. That's one thing I'm having to learn is you can't just go. This morning I wanted to go and get him, but not quite physically capable. Zach and I climbed straight up this mountain. It was much further than I thought it was going to be. And now it's snowing and raining. They say sheep don't mind the sound of falling rocks, but we're putting that to the test because we're following their trail through the shale up to this next point sticking out. From there we should be able to see this sheep. Steep. This is not something we do very often. This is something I've never hunted. We're gonna get to these spruce and look for a minute. Wind and rain and snow is hitting us pretty good. This is the point where I realized that I probably made a mistake pushing so hard to get up into the alpine for the last hour of light, pushing myself physically and mentally past where I felt comfortable. It's a lesson learned for next time for sure. Taking a slow morning here. We are pretty whooped after yesterday's walk. I didn't film anything last night, but after Zach and I got up on that shale and across onto that one last little bit of trees, we went about 10 yards further and saw that ram, well, the small ram that was with the big one. And We stalked up to 190 some yards. And the big one wasn't there with him. Well, that we could see, he may have already gone up the cut that the little one went up. Would have been with him, or it would have been the big one standing there, and we could have made sure he was legal. We would have been easy shot. Pretty neat experience. Start packing up a little bit and move on to the next spot.
Well, hey, we just got to go through that for 5 kilometers.
Jack is determined not to get wet.
That's wet.
Perfect. That's the last crossing.
We're back. Alive and well.
We made it.
I had to take a picture of it just to make sure it's real.
You gotta touch it now.
It's there.
Wonderful evening to spend by the river here at the truck. We're just gonna relax, have some fun. Tomorrow morning go home. Go home one day early. My wife and kids will be very pleased with that. I will be happy with that. I will be very pleased with that too. I'm coming back. For sure I'm coming back. Alright, let's see what we get up to here tonight. Alright, see you later.